Have you heard of the magical lantern-lit town in Taiwan? It looks straight out of a fantasy movie and is now one of my favorite places in the world. I traveled all over Taiwan, and this is by far one of the most beautiful places I've seen. It is called Jiufen, and it is the perfect place to visit if you love taking photos and videos for your Instagram. The entire town is filled with delicious food, stunning views, and magical lanterns that light up the night. I arrived in Jiufen around 5 p.m. and parked my scooter in one of the many parking lots at the bottom of the hill. From there, I started making my way up the steep hills of Jiufen Old Street. Along the way, I stopped at various shops and restaurants to check out their lanterns. There are all different shapes, sizes, and colors. I even got my hands on a sweet pineapple lantern. As I continued walking up the hill, I could see more and more lanterns being turned on. By the time I reached the top, the whole town was glowing with these beautiful lights. I could see other tourists taking photos and videos from their phones and cameras, but there were also a lot of locals just enjoying the view. From the top of the hill, I could see the whole town of Jiufen. There are traditional Chinese houses with red lanterns hanging from every balcony. In between the houses, there are narrow alleys that you can walk through and explore. There are also some temples and shrines that are decorated with lanterns. One of my favorite parts of Jiufen is the tea house. It is a popular spot for tourists to take photos because it looks like something out of a fairy tale. I got a cup of tea and sat on the patio to enjoy the view. The tea was really good and it was nice to take a break from all the walking. As the sun began to set, I started making my way back down the hill. There are plenty of food stalls along the way that sell everything from grilled chicken to stinky tofu. I got my hands on some grilled squid, which was really tasty. By the time I finished eating, it was dark and the town was completely lit up. I walked around taking photos and videos until 9 p.m. when most of the shops and stalls start to close. Overall, I spent about 4 hours in Jiufen, and I am so glad I went. It is truly a magical place that is unlike anywhere else I've ever seen. If you are in Taiwan, I highly recommend checking it out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!